We are Bel Air, and this is We Found New Music with Grant Owens.
South by Southwest at the Speakeasy with Bel Air from Philadelphia. We got a dance party going on in the background. But welcome to the show, guys. Why don't you introduce yourselves, the instruments you play in the band?
I'm Patrick. I sing in Bel Air, sometimes play guitar.
I'm Ian. I play guitar.
I'm Paul. I play bass and dance around a bit on stage.
Right on. You're going to be having a full length coming out soon. We're going to talk about that in just a second. The way I heard about you guys was you were releasing 2 songs a month, and that was, the blogs were catching on. People were starting to really love you, stirring up a lot of buzz. Talk about that and what became of it.
Yeah, I mean, we just love to write music, and I think the most logical way to do that and kind of benefit from it as a band was let's just put it out. So we started releasing music, and the next thing we knew, SoundCloud numbers were growing, and we were getting placed on some awesome blogs, and just kept it with the flow of just kind of doing like the classic A-side, B-side, like your A-side more like the pop, alternative type song, and then the B-side a little bit more experimental, getting a little bit artsy with it, and and it worked out great for us. I mean, it put us where we are at right now. So
it kept you current, like every month. There you were again, showing up on the blogs.
Yeah, and that was also to kind of combat the process of like the album and the single.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like you put out a single, and if you have nothing else planned, it could just hang out there, and if it doesn't catch on, you're like, oh fuck, And then the album, you put out an album every year and a half.
Right.
So if we put out 2 songs a month, it was kind of like, it wasn't necessarily a single. It was like whatever we were working on, whatever was inspiring, and people knew, the blogs and the people that were kind of catching on knew that there was going to be 2 more songs next month, and then so you know what I mean. So like
right.
People are able to kind of keep getting this kind of constant content, which is cool.
Well, then you ended up signing with a record label, which I believe you're with RCA now, and obviously, that was a result of a lot of people writing about you, right, and just getting a lot of attention.
Yeah, so basically with the 2 songs a month and all the blog love, like thanks to you and, all the other blogs out there, they were super supportive. Just created a good fan base for us, and it's just sort of a natural transition to go from us being an indie band to a major label band, and it was really dope. And it's like thanks to all the bloggers and everybody who like supported us along that way, and we ended up actually using those 24 songs we released as sort of the beginning of the songwriting of the album. So
awesome.
You're gonna hear some of them soon.
Okay, cool. But now you're with RCA, so we're going to be expecting an album coming out, right? You finished the LP with Tim Pagnotta.
Pagnotta. Everyone calls him Tim Pagnotta, but we call him, what do we call him? Like, Pagzilla, Paggy G. We get crazy with it too, so it's all good.
Yeah, he's known for his work with Walk the Moon, Neon Trees, Robert DeLong, and many more. How is it going working on the album with him?
It was like amazing. I mean, Tim is kind of like the 4th member of this band, where he's a super innovative guy, and he's not interested in creating anything that's been out there before. He's more interested in creating like a movement and just something fresh and new. And Tim really I wish he was here right now. He'd be able to do this interview. Yeah, he would fit right in this interview.
Got all the platinum plaques. Talking about his other experiences. He got 3 songs on the radio, Yeah, he'd always say, we would disagree with him. He'd be like, oh, yeah, that, sounds good on the radio, though.
Seriously. Unbelievable. So, now that you're signed with a record label, are you guys going to be staying put in Philadelphia, planning to move the band? What's going on with you guys these days?
So, the record was actually literally submitted like 3 or 4 days ago, like on Thursday, however many days, I don't even know what day it was, like a week ago about. And so RCA just finally approved the masters, and at this point it's just like getting the artwork together, getting the single together, and then out, on the road and doing shows and getting videos and all that stuff together. So, this is sort of like, being prepared for, what's about to come.
Okay, great. So the beginning of the madness is No, we're here at South by. We're excited.
Exactly, and
The
these
eye
are
of the
first-
storm.
Yeah, and this is the first time we're playing these songs live. I mean, we were a big touring act before signing the deal, and we were touring for like 3 years, and then the label was like, "Hey, you need to take a year and a half off to write and record." And literally, our first show in a year and a half was on Sunday in Nashville on the way down. So this is like our third
Wow.
show with our new drummer, new songs. New set, everything brand new. This is our third. Yeah. No.
So this has taken you. You've been working on this for a while.
Yeah, we
The
wrote.
live
We actually
show.
wrote 110 songs to be narrowed down to 11, which
Wow.
was fucking insane. It was like the most insane.
I
Experience.
can only imagine.
Yeah.
Like,
And
I have a hard time making a mixed CD. So, like, how can you narrow it down to 11?
It,
You know? Yeah.
I mean, it actually at the end of it, it sort of all made sense and was actually a pretty easy decision to come to, because it was just all the stuff that we like really fell in love with and everything that made sense together. At like the end of the journey, everything just sort of like clicked, and we're like, all right, we get it. This is where it all fits
Right.
together. Let's, this is the painting, this is the picture. Let's hit record.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait to follow the journey. I mean, we really appreciate you. You said this is your third show in a long time.
This is the third show as the official BEL HEIR.
That's amazing. Yeah, and thanks for doing it here at my showcase at South by.
Oh man, absolutely! You've been a big supporter, and
It makes so much sense to me. It's so great. You just
Cool.
hit me up. Hey, you have a spot? Yes. For you, absolutely.
awesome.
That's really cool. We're very excited about you guys. You also have a new single coming out soon. Is that true?
Yeah, I think we're gonna be releasing probably a single within the next month or so.
Nice.
So we have a video planned for it, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe
Cool.
some artwork and all that kind of thing. It's gonna start rolling out now, so you'll start
All
hearing
right.
a lot more of BEL HEIR.
Well, we can't wait. So look out for the new album in fall of 2016.
That's correct.
BEL HEIR from Philadelphia joins me here on We Found New Music. Check them out in the very near future.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, guys.